What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts exclusive edition Super Saiyan Son Goku, or basically the Super Warrior Awakening Goku that has been repainted, maybe some slight retool to it, and it just looks a little bit better. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at that sexy event exclusive packaging so we can go ahead and bust this figure out. Now, when it comes to the packaging, we got two things to discuss. Before you actually get to the packaging, you do have this slipcover, which is exclusive to this Goku, obviously, just like some of the other exclusives from the convention or Tamashii Nations World Tour, whatever you want to call it. You got the Tamashii Nations World Tour cover right there. It says Super Saiyan Son Goku right there, SH Figuarts. The logo at the bottom, Tamashii Nations Bandai. Along the side, we've got an image of Goku powered up right here. We've got an image of him doing Kamehameha right here. And then we got one of him charging up his ki right here. I'm really loving the look of this. The paint scheme on this looks very, very nice. And then there's nothing on the inside because it's a slip. Now onto the package itself. It is the same thing that we've been getting with all of our exclusives. You got the silhouette images right here along the side and the front. You got the window where you can see the figure, SH Figuarts, Son Goku, Dragon Ball Z, exclusive edition Tamashii Nations Bandai Toei sticker, warning ages 15 and up. Nothing much going on at the top, nothing at the bottom. And then along the back, you just got some poses you can get the figure into. So yeah, with all that said, now let's finally bust this figure out because I've heard nothing but good things about it. Now, if you are an OG Dragon Ball collector, I'm pretty sure you know exactly what you were doing when this figure released. I know I do. I was actually away, a few states away, at my dad's house for Thanksgiving, and I hadn't pre-ordered this figure. And as soon as I saw people getting it in hand, I went straight to eBay. I think this was before I even knew really good import websites, but I ended up getting my hands on it before a lot of people. And so once I got this, I was like, yo, this is actually a game changer, man. And so I will forever call this the game changer Goku, because this is when Tamashii Nations really started showing drastic improvement on their Dragon Ball figures. And this one, I think, is one of those figures that stands the test of time. A re-release or an exclusive version of this guy was absolutely necessary because of the fact that they've updated their paint applications. And we never really had any other problems with this guy, man. The joints and everything were really good. The figure looked decent. He came with a decent amount of accessories, and this is pretty much first appearance Super Saiyan Goku. Of course, the gi was completely well, it wasn't ripped. He was still wearing the blue shirt. This is kind of about halfway through the battle of Super Saiyan Goku and Frieza, but this is still dope, man. I love this thing a lot, and I'm so happy to have this event exclusive. Now, all of the flashbacks and stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. Now, taking a closer look at this guy, I gotta say, the paintwork on this is very, very beautiful. It's a lot of details that you really probably won't be able to pick up on camera. I'll start with the hair and work my way down. To be honest, the hair is probably the only thing I don't particularly care for. It does have a very nice shine to it, but it's not accurate to that look we got from the anime. Now, obviously, they're going to do a lot of hairstyles different in terms of paintwork when it comes to figures, because we've gotten several Super Saiyan Goku, several Super Saiyan Vegetas, several Super Saiyan Trunkses, and so sometimes they kind of mix it up. I just don't really care for anything that has a shine to it. I always love that more matte finish, kind of like this one right here. Actually, that's a demoniacal fit, so I'm not going to show that. Let's go ahead and show him next to this beast of a figure right here. I like what they did with the finish on Trunks, man. I'm not too much of a fan of what they did on this Goku, but that's just me. It's not a nitpick or anything. It's just a personal preference. Now, in terms of the scratches that are now painted on the body, I do love that. I'm glad that they painted these in. I wish they would do that more often when we get battle damage figures, but there is one problem. With the painted scratches, especially on the face, it makes it difficult when you're going to change face plates, because if you want to put this Super Saiyan head on a non-battle damage Goku body, such as this, then he's going to have a scratch on his face and pretty much nowhere else on the body. Now, that's not a bother. It's just something to mention. Now, in terms of the shirt, everything looks to be the same painted on the shirt itself. I think that this body is a tad bit more tanned than the original. I'm not sure. I don't have it anymore. So yeah, I can't really say on that one. I think D Amazing showed it. Check out his review if you haven't already. But the main difference I know are the pants, because I really love what they did with these. They're still painted orange, but you can see like a golden shine where the rips are. I think that's great, man. It just kind of shows that that aura is still in effect, that Super Saiyan aura. I like that a lot. I also believe the boots are painted differently. Again, you'll have to watch the OG review. I think I reviewed this figure. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look. But overall, it's exclusive. It has that exclusive paint to it. This one, I don't think is painted up as much as some of the other exclusives that we've gotten. But I'd still say that it looks very, very nice. And yeah, it's one I think is still worth adding to your collection, because this is the OG 2.0 Goku figure. Now, when it comes to the height, he's not the tallest of Dragon Ball figures. He stands a little bit under 5.5 inches to the top of his head, or to the top of his forehead. To the top of his hair, he's peaking almost 7 inches, but this is normal. We're used to, especially this version of Goku with this particular hair sculpt, he's towering about 7 inches to the top of the hair, just because of how tall the actual hair is. Now, of course, we will be doing size comparisons later to show him off with some other figures in the Dragon Ball line. Now, when it comes to the articulation, nothing much has changed. He looks up very well, but watch tilting that head, because you can get that little gap in the neck. He looks down just fine, but the head doesn't sit all the way. That's about as much as you're going to get. The arms do go up and out about that much, so you still get those T-poses. He has decent butterfly joints, not as good as some of the recent Dragon Ball figures, but you can still bring those arms in, and if you pose it right, you can still get those really good Kamehameha poses. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. His hands are on a ball peg, very, very sturdy ball peg at that. And I just hit my camera, but yeah, at the diaphragm, he moves around just fine, but you will get some gapping in there if you move it back too far. He leans forward about that much, leans back not too much actually. He does turn at the waist, so that's fine. He kicks forward about that much. He kicks all the way back, so you can get him kicking the crap out of Frieza if you want him to. He can do the splits about that much. Now, one issue I've been having, I don't know if it's just my figure, maybe it's stiff, but there's no thigh swivel. I don't know. I haven't watched anyone's review on this. I partially watched D Amazing's, but I don't remember if he covered that. But he does have swivel right here at the pants, so you can still turn the legs out right there. So I don't know if that was done on purpose, but either way, it does work. Now, as far as the knees go, they are double jointed, so they bend all the way in. Foot goes down about that much, up about that much. Decent ankle rocker, and he does have a toe hinge. So overall, articulation, I don't think it's anything different. I highly doubt it, but it's still very posable. Now, when it comes to accessories, you don't really get much new outside of the original release. First off, he comes out of the packaging with his neutral head sculpt. This is basically just angry Goku. We get a teeth gritting facial expression, and then we get the yelling facial expression. In terms of hands, we do get a pair of martial arts hands. We get this pair of reaching stylish pose hands. I think this is the only Goku to ever come with these hands. I might be wrong. You guys can tell me in the comments. We do get a pair of Kamehameha hands, and then lastly we get a pair of blast hands. So other than that, we only get one new thing, which is what I'm about to show now. And so here is pretty much the only thing new that comes with this figure. It is an effect piece, basically the Super Saiyan aura, and the one that comes with the figure is actually this one right here. The only difference is it's a bit more of a vibrant yellow, and then they painted a few more whites in there, versus this is a tad bit more clear. Other than that, it's the same exact accessory. I do wish they would have given him the other aura that came with the Super Saiyan 2 event exclusive. I would have been fine if they had just filled in the holes and gave us no accessories of electricity. I would have been okay with that, but they decided to bring this one back out, and I mean, hey, it's a way to sell it again, so whatever. But yeah, not much of a difference. To be honest, I don't think it was necessary, but to up the price, why not throw it in? It's a company, it's a business, that's what they do. Moving on to size comparisons, here he is standing next to an SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super CGI Piccolo, the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan, I don't know, 2.0, 3.0 Goku. This has the demoniacal fit Super Saiyan 2 head sculpt on the body, in case you're wondering. And then we have him standing next to an SH Figuarts Krillin. This is the 2.0 for sure. Here he is standing next to an SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks, which just released, and I also just reviewed it. Go check that out if you haven't already. We also have him standing next to an SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super CGI Vegeta. This does have the Tunsen art head sculpt on it. This is of the Proud Warrior, so basically Super Saiyan Vegeta. And then we also have him standing next to the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super CGI Gohan. Here he is standing next to a Jax Pacific movie, Supersonic. We have him standing next to a Buzzmod, Demon Slayer, or Kimetsu no Yaiba, Tengen Uzui. And then we have him standing next to a Figma, Jujutsu Kaisen Greatness, Satoru Gojo. Lastly, here he is standing next to some Marvel comic characters. We have him standing next to the Metacom toy or Mafex Black Suit Spider-Man, the Marvel Legends 3-pack Daredevil, and a Kyoto Revoltech Black Panther. Now for my final thoughts on this guy, is it worth the pickup? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you guys no, because this is one we've already experienced. Now, I know when it comes to some people, you throw in event exclusive, give it some new packaging, and automatically their brain is triggered to want to buy something like this. Yeah, it might be worth something in the future, but honestly, with all the figures coming out right now, this is something I could have easily skipped out on. And to be honest, if I wasn't planning on reviewing it, I would have skipped out on it. It's a figure that I've already had, I've enjoyed, and I've done my time with. Now, if you're someone who just absolutely loves this figure and you also want this version of it, then by all means, I'm not telling you not to buy it, but I am saying it's not one that you necessarily have to have. I'd say if you're a completionist, by all means, but if you're not, feel free to skip out on this one. Seriously, you're not missing out on much. The aura is something that we've gotten before. The OG release I know is pretty expensive, so I'd say track this down if you don't have the original, but if you've got it, then seriously, you don't necessarily need this one. Now, it's not my job to tell you what to do with your wallet. I'm just giving you guys some advice, so that's all there is to it. Overall, solid figure, not great, nothing really all that exclusive about it other than the packaging. So yeah, anyway, that's my review. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because that always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.